Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today I'm going to be going over Necrezza, who just ended up coming in from the 3.0. The devs ended up giving her out as an epic for free to everyone on PC and mobile as of the 3.0 update. There are 5 new things that she actually does, which is the most new things I think they've ever put on a troop. The very first thing that you can actually see, if you happen to notice on this board right here, is Khetar is now the first kingdom ever to be able to get 8 stars, with the 3 blue stars and the normal 2 standard stars. This isn't really anything too interesting until we get to the higher stars, but they have lifted it, so now we're going to be able to start getting the next power level, which is only 150 gold per day. I guess it adds up a little bit. The main 2 that are really interesting are those last 2, but they're not coming for a while. But let's go and look at this troop now and explain absolutely everything that she does. She is from Khetar, so let's head over there. And then just go over her, Khetar, and there she is. So, the other 4 things she does. She summons a Bonestorm. This is a new effect. There are now 7 storms, 1 per every single color, as well as 1 for skulls, which is what she does. And what storms essentially do is it increases the chance that that specific color, or in this case skulls, will fall from the sky whenever they come in from being replaced whenever you take any matches, whenever you explode out the board. Her ability of Bonestorm will just make it so more skulls will fall. I'm not quite sure exactly what the exact chance of this is, but we know it is more. So that's one of the things that she does new. The next one is Dispel all enemies. So what it Dispel does, it doesn't even really explain it over here, but what Dispel does is it removes all positive stats effects. So this would include, there's only 2 that are currently exist right now, and that is Barrier and Enchant. So she will be able to remove both Barrier and Enchant with Dispel, and she is a troop that does it to all enemies, so she'll be able to do it to all of them, getting rid of all their barriers, getting rid of all their chants. Going to be really good against anything that can mass shield, will also be pretty good against things like Christinax, as they tend to enchant a lot. She also summons a random Khetar troop. This is something that hasn't been possible before, summoning specifically from a kingdom. One other thing that was modified with summons as of the 3.0 patch is something that's summoned within a category will no longer summon itself. Essentially what this means is dragon eggs will no longer ever summon dragon eggs. She will, even though she summons a random Khetar troop, will never summon herself, and so forth. So anything that can summon will never be able to summon itself, in short, is essentially how that has been changed as well. The other unique thing that she has is she has a Streak Slayer. Currently not a single one exists. If I'm not mistaken, they're going to be within the next kingdom, and she'll be able to utilize it then. As of currently, her first trait essentially does nothing, because there's not a single troop of that type currently in the game, but I assumably believe that like half the next kingdom is going to be of that troop type, so she might be a bit more useful then. So let's go show 2 teams with her. She's actually not that bad. Haven't gotten to test her extensively. As many of you know, Bone Dragon did get nerfed, so we are going to have some fun absolutely destroying these Bone Dragon teams, since they are no longer that viable. So right here we're going to be doing a pretty odd purple spam. Not really one I've really tried before, but we'll be able to give it a shot. It's really weird in that it actually utilizes the Shadow Dragon's legendary ability, which is something I always say that I pretty much never use, and there really isn't much need to ever use. But this particular team is trying to utilize that. I don't even know what we should take off this board. I kind of want to try getting Skull Spam if we can, so I'm going to go for the brown right there and see if we can get Keeper of Souls off. I really want to get her ability off as well. Trying to get some kind of alignment for our Shadow Dragon would be great. I don't want us to die, which it will the next time he takes a skull, so we have to be wary of that. So we'll likely just swipe a red. Please don't do anything weird there. Okay, so we should be good to go. Does it give us alignment? Kind of. It gives us a pair, which won't really do much because Shadow Dragon will just end up blocking it. So we could waste our ability. They don't have anything right now that can really get any kind of positive buff that we can dispel, but I think we'll throw it down. At least next turn we'll get at least 1 pair, and of course no target. And there it is, the effect on the bottom there showing that the storm is currently occurring. I'm pretty sure if you use a different storm that it will indeed overwrite whatever the storm is down there. And that's just the turn counter to show how many more turns it will remain. You can see it just keeps going down every single time. We'll take a skull right there. And as you can see, it's increasing the amount of skulls that will be coming down to the board. So, not really a good Shadow Dragon cast here, but I kind of got to get rid of it, so we're going to do so. Hopefully the Cascade won't be anything too bad. Oh, no, never mind. There's actually a turn right there. Nice. So, that did end up going in our favor. And we can do the Storm again if we want to get even more skulls. Of course, the Dispel will do pretty much nothing. Oh, speaking of more skulls, there we go on the Keeper of Souls. So now we not only get to take a bunch of skulls, there's an increased chance that skulls will fall, as you saw right there. That's quite a bit of skulls, and even more skulls, and I can definitely see her being pretty viable, especially given that she's in Khetar. Pretty much everything in Khetar can do skulls in some way, shape, or form, and she'll definitely be helpful in assisting with this kind of skull spam that she can do. Not quite sure if Shadow Dragon would really be the best of slots out there. Of course, you'd want to have something really good that could actually utilize skulls up there, but for now, it's going decently. So, we'll just throw down another skull. Even though Bone Dragon got nerfed, he still has that Frozen Soul. That is still an excessively annoying trait. But he will no longer be as ridiculous with his cast. So right here, we're actually going to be able to utilize her summon. Actually, we could just end it with Keeper of Souls, but we might as well utilize her summon to get at least one off, because I don't know if we'll actually be able to get a summon off with her. But she does do summon. She summons a random Khetar troop, and of course, it will be based on your Ascension as well as what trait you have. We'll kind of determine what it gets. Plus, we'll get the Bonestorm again. So we'll get that there. We got an Azurus, another thing that has purple link. So it kind of just replaced out the purple link that we had there earlier. We'll just use this on red, and that is definitely overkill if we do lose our turn, but that's definitely enough to just kill it out. So there we go, pretty decent use of the Bonestorm. And now for something really fun. There's a troop that I don't tend to use as much this late in the game, but it does have quite a bit of potential. Actually, let me see if I can try getting something with a positive status effect before we get into this. Come on, someone have a positive status effect. Don't make me have to make my own team with a positive status effect. Come on, not even a Christinax? I'd expect to at least see a Christinax or something. There we go, Christina. Oh, Queen Mab, really? Okay, we'll do it. I think we're fine actually doing this against Queen Mab. But we're going to be doing this, a Black Beast team. Black Beast plus a Bonestorm should be pretty good. I actually haven't tried it yet. This is the first time I'm trying the combo, but it should work out. This is kind of standard to what you would normally build a super Black Beast team. Oh, that's starting board with a Mercy. That is why you put Mercy in. But the standard way that you tend to play a Great Maul Black Beast team is you get its mana super quick, preferably off of like a Mercy like this. Then you just use the Great Maul to devour something. Then you use the Black Beast to devour your Great Maul. And then you just have some kind of supporting troop to do the rest. And she's a pretty good supporting troop, since she not only summons to replace out your holes and to also give it more things to eat, but it also be creating Bonestorm, which gives the much needed skulls that you will be needing to really get the all your hits going. So right here, we're going to be focusing as much as we can, trying to get up our Black Beast. Really important that we do so. Ooh, never mind, we won't get that. If that red wasn't there, we would have. So we'll just take the standard brown. We do have a +2 on brown right now. This is mainly to help get both of them up quickly, because I didn't want to set it to double yellow, which normally you would if you're going to do a Mercy into a Great Maul. But since it's our only yellow on our team, I figured that wouldn't really be worth it. Right here, due to how annoying it is, I am going to kill out the Queen Mab. Do not want to get frozen, even if we don't really lose much from it. But there we go. The Great Maul, as it should give all the mana we need for it. Then we just devour it out, and then boom, we're good to go. An 84 attack, that's pretty much enough to actually that is enough to one-shot everything on his team. So now we just need to try getting our Bonestorm. We will need to get his mana up again, because we'll need to devour whatever we actually summon from the Bonestorm. But of course, that will just give us even more HP, more armor, more everything that we'll be able to use. So I kind of really want browns right now, but it looks like it's going to get a Core of Ash unless I can keep distracting it. I may have to throw down this ability, as much as I don't want to, because it's just going to get in the way, but if I don't, he's just going to steal all of our mana, so we'll throw it down. Keeper of Souls, he's going to block our brown and not really be able to help us much. So, not the best of things we could have summoned there by a long shot, because now we won't really be able to get up our Black Beast that easily. So we'll just take a skull here. He'll use Corvash eventually. There we go, finally. So he will get that Corvash off. I do really want to focus off any greens that we can possibly take off the board. I do want to devour that out, as it is just a waste of slot at the moment. He is taken away from our skull potential that we could be doing with our Black Beast. That Storm didn't really get to do that much for us, mainly because we're kind of being blocked right now. But we can still kill him out. Oh wait, never mind. Armored is enough for him to survive, so that won't be enough. That was 1 HP or 2 HP. Barely. No greens that we can take, so we are going to just have to keep poking. Yeah, that's pretty bad that we did get a Keeper of Souls there. If Keeper of Souls was behind, that would be great. I'm going to take these skulls. Actually, I want him to die so much, I almost want him to get Corvashed. No. Actually, yes. Yes. He'll waste a turn on skulls, but that won't really matter too much. I do really want him to get it Corvashed, so we should be good to go from there. We'll just take... Oh, if I take green, though, he's just going to drain it. So I'm not going to take green, I'm just going to go brown, even though he's going to die anyways, and we don't get to keep our souls. Doing that because if I took the green, I wouldn't be able to take the green right now as I want. And to not make the same mistake again, let's not actually click a summon until we have all of our mana, just to make sure we can't be blocked on brown, because there are a few Khetar troops that do have brown. Now, of course, my luck, we will not actually get a brown troop this time. I'm trying to play specifically around the fact that we may actually summon a brown. Okay, please. Actually, it doesn't even matter what it is. Okay, good. We didn't even get a brown. Figures. But this is what I really wanted to do with this. Now we devour it, and now we have Skull Storm plus a bunch of decent skulls. Of course, we end up missing. This can't go good for us, can it? But, we do have Skull Storm, plus we have 109 Black Beast just sitting up front. That 2 HP Corvash really needs to go. I guess we'll just kill it out with a single skull. One fault I could say with this is maybe we kind of don't need the Mercy. I feel like Mercy's doing pretty much nothing in this team. Oops, I just gave it around. That is what I should not do, especially since it's about to get a Pristine Axe off right now. And that's the last turn of Skull Storm too, so we're not even going to be able to utilize that aspect. But we will be able to take a skull right here. And so we did get to utilize it right when he did all that right there. But that's about it. We'll take our skull, he'll take his skull. Hopefully he'll drop us a skull. Otherwise we'll get Black Beast and start devouring that Mercy. You know, maybe I should have just devoured the Mercy first too. That could have also been a pretty good option. Because we're not using her at all. We don't need her to convert. She would actually be bad if she gets a convert off. That's not really helping us at all. So we'll just take that. We get our summon back. Of course, I do want to wait until we have our ability all the way up before I bother using that. It does have Stone Skin, so it is going to survive that Sculpt here. We still hit it pretty hard, though, of course, with a 54, given how high our attack currently is. Come on, Surge. Good job. We get that. Kind of want to kill out the Mercy. What to do, what to do. Okay, we're just gonna take that, get that out of the way. And good, we do get a skull. He'll hopefully leave us a skull, and that is match right there. So it didn't go as swimmingly as it could have, but the Super Black Beast, always fun doing Super Black Beast. We could definitely do quite a few tweaks probably to make it a little bit more viable, but you get the general premise. She keeps doing the Skull Storm, which will help give us more skulls. She also summons, that will help you give something to devour with the Black Beast. Definitely one of the better related Black Beast teams, but yeah, that's essentially what she does. Her Dispel currently probably won't be used too excessively. There's not too many things that tend to barrier spam. There's not too many things that tend to enchant spam, at least at the moment. Maybe when they add additional stats effects into the game, the Dispels and stuff like that will be more useful. But she does have the ability to completely remove any positive effects. So it's kind of like an inverse of a cleanse. So it definitely does have potential into the future. As of currently, I would say it kind of is useful simply because she does so many other things that is kind of just a byproduct of what she does. So even if she didn't have Dispel, she would still be a pretty decent troop. So I would definitely consider using her. Everyone on PC and mobile just got her for free, so you can definitely, everyone has the option to use it. So I would definitely advise messing around with it a bit. Of course, she is more towards the slower side since she is basically just a summon for the most part. So do keep that in mind, but it'll be fun messing with all the storms and seeing how they can be mixed with other kind of troops. Anyways, that'll wrap it up for this video. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.